was not there, and it's basically about loving someone who is physically not there, not like a ghost or anything. When you love someone who is not there, your mind will learn to create. Draw images of how things should be, erase the ones that depict how it actually is. Eventually, you will forget what is real and what is make-believe. You will convince yourself that you are not forgotten, and that even though you haven't heard from him in days, you will tell yourself that you are still wanted. Regardless of the fact that you barely want anything to do with yourself, you will somehow believe that someone else does. He will not tell you, though. You will have to remind yourself that he is too busy, far too involved, even for a hello. You will have to remember that his life never intended on having you be part of it, and that you will probably never be a part of it. You will be reminded of every time you are promised future, and your wanting for it will become unbearable. You will lay awake at night like you always do, this time tasting of more than just alcohol and regret. You will swallow your own tongue, wondering why fate never seems to be on your side, thinking maybe you were never meant to love in the first place. That meeting him was a mistake. You should have known better anyway. To fall for a guy with a heart already occupied. You know all too well that there is not enough room in one for two, and you are the tenant with the most vacant body. Stop trying to fill yourself with things that don't exist. You will need to recall every time you have built yourself up, your expectations piling above you, never anticipating the crash. You always seem to be staring blank-eyed when everything around you crumbles into disaster. You learn to pick up the pieces and glue them into something decent enough to look at. Your mind is still painting pictures on a canvas that will most likely never be tangible, and you will be reminded of it when you're laying in bed and your hands grab for someone who is not there. When you love someone who is not there, you will spend every second of the day searching for them in crowded rooms, when in reality you know they were never there to begin with, and they probably never will be.